So how to type in Hindi font with using English keyboard offline? And let me tell you, this is not Hindi font only. There are around 22 languages in which you can do this. There are two ways in which you can input through English keyboard. First, either you are aware of how to type in Hindi, that is, you have learned how to type in Hindi or these languages, or the second thing is you can use an IME. IME means the input method editor. So we'll see both of these, and we'll see two methods how we can write, or how the IMEs, two methods in which we can use. First is the Google, second is the Bhasha. So let us start. First of all, you have to go to the control panel, and this is true for all the operating system you are working on. You are working on Windows 7, Windows XP, Vista, or say 8, 8.1. What you have to do is the same thing everywhere. You have to go to the control panel. You have to search for the language. Okay, then language. Now you have to add a language. You have to add a language. Now I just have English here, that is United States. Now I want to add a language which is of my choice. So here are the options for you. You can choose any of the language. I am interested in Hindi, so I'm going to type Hindi. Let me choose this Hindi and just add. Now I have added this Hindi, and I must assure you that you can add all the languages which you just saw right now. So I have just added Hindi. Now I have to go to the advanced setting. There are so many things, and if I want to change the settings of Hindi, then I can go to the options here, and now I have already installed the Hindi language pack. So I have to uninstall. For you who are the beginners or who want to install this, you have to install the language pack. So there will be an option to install an language pack. Now just remember, we'll be adding an input method, but right now let me show you what has happened when I add Hindi here. And I'm not talking about IME. I'm talking that you are aware of how to type in Hindi, then you can do this. So let us see what has happened here. This Hindi traditional keyboard has come. I was having only this English, but right now I am having Hindi traditional keyboard. So let me go to the text editor, and please be just note it down that this particular Notepad++ is not the Microsoft Windows property. So I am taking a third party text editor to show you. Let me write it. आप कैसे हैं? Okay, this is I have written in English. Now let me choose Hindi. This is a Hindi traditional keyboard. आप कैसे हैं? See, I don't know how to type in Hindi. I have never learned how to type in Hindi. Those who have learned, they can type easily here. But for us who are not aware, this is not a good idea, or this may not be possible. For that, I have some other options. That is your IME. That is input method editor. Let me change it into again English, and let me write it again. This is IME. So there are two methods I'm going to show you. First is, these are two things. First is your Bhasha India. See, this is not only Bhasha, this is Microsoft Bhasha. So this has come from Microsoft Bhasha. The second is your Google input tools. Both of these you can just Google, means you can just type Google IME and the first link will come. Similarly, if you type Bhasha India, the first link that is going to come, or you can add this Microsoft also. So Bhasha India, this is the website which has come, and after typing the second one, the previous one, Google IME, this has come. So these are the two things you have to understand. First is your Google input tools, second is your Bhasha input. So in both the cases, as I just showed you earlier, that just notice that input method. So this is the input method. Now I am going to type in English, and there will be a transliteration. Whatever I type in English, that will come in Hindi. Let us see. First of all, Bhasha India is a website where various versions are there. Means you have to go to your PC, check for your configuration. Mine is Windows 10 and it is 64-bit. And let me go again back to Bhasha. Now this Bhasha shows that this is the SDK version that will give you all the possibilities or all the language packages. So these are all the languages which it support. Now let me come to Indic, input Indic 1, input Indic 2, input Indic 3. What is this 1, 2, 3? 3 is the latest one. That is for Windows 7, Windows with Vista, Windows 8 and 64-bit operating system, this is going to work. If you are working with Windows 7 and it is suitable for 32-bit version, you don't you just have this Vista Windows 7 32-bit version with Windows 7-bit version, but here you have Windows 8 also. So if you have Windows 8 or Windows 10, you will download according to your configuration. Just say that I have a Windows 10. 10 is the advanced version of 8 only. So let me install or download this. And before I go ahead, let me save it first. Okay, I'm just saying that I'm saving. I've already saved it, so let me just stop, cancel it. But let me, this you understood. You just have to click install, and this will come here. This will come here as what? As Indic input 1, Indic input 2, Indic input 3, depending upon your version. The second method is your Google IME. This is the better one because there are 22 options for you. Here you just have Hindi, if this Indian languages. Here you have, apart from Indian languages, there are Russian also. There is Urdu also. So for those who want to write in Urdu, they can write in Urdu also. For that, you just have to check for your language. There are 22 options. Just say download. Okay, there'll be a very small file which gets downloaded because I've already downloaded it. Let me download it again. And this is a very small file, around say 1 MB, and let me run it for you, and it will get installed. You have to connect this to internet for first installation. You have to do, okay, yes, I want to install. So now this is getting installed, and once the installation will complete, you will see what is going to happen. But you will not be able to run Hindi directly. For that, you have to do a setting. I'll just show you what is the setting. Now the installation is complete. As you see here, still this has not come. We have already installed the same thing in Bhasha India also, because I have already installed. Let me go to the download. See, this Bhasha will, the 34-bit or 64-bit will come. You install, everything will remain same. These two methods are exactly same. Let me show you the settings which you have to do for actually working or actually getting the Hindi here. So what you are going to do is, again, let us go to the control panel. So there is a setting after installing it. Again, go to the language. See, everywhere there is Unicode on the back side, because Unicode has made this all possible. So we are trying to activate the Unicode. Let us type the language has already come. Now, previously I have added language. Now I am going to add the input method. So let me add the input method. See, Hindi. Let me go to the options, and now I want to add an input method. Here I'll choose, because there are two methods. InScript, because you are aware of typing, then you will go to InScript. I'm not aware of typing. I just want to type in English and I want to see Hindi. For that, I will go to the IME. The same thing will come for Indic also. This box will come for IME for Indic. I'm just giving you an example for Google input, and I hope that you'll be able to do for Indic also, Bhasha India. I'm just pressing add. Okay, I have to save. Now I have saved. Now let me go again. See, this Hindi with Google input tools have already come. So let me just select it, and now I'll go back from where we started, and now I'll write aap kaise hain. Let us see what is come. I'll type exactly same, AAPKAISEHAIN. Aap kaise hain. Right? So now you are writing in English. You are not connected to internet right now, and you are doing it offline, and you can type. And let me go to the Microsoft this. Okay, now I just want to show you that this works everywhere in all the applications which you have for text editing. Aap kaise hain. Let me just make it a wider. Aap kaise hain. Kaise hain. Whatever you write, whatever, maybe I have done mistakes in typing. Okay, thanks, बहुत शुक्रिया. Right, so these are the method by which you will be able to type Hindi by traditionally by this method which I showed you first, or by Google input tools, or by the third option, that is again an IME, which is your Bhasha India. This is powered by Microsoft only. Please understand, this will work on all Microsoft Windows applications. But if you want to type in other than Microsoft options, then you can just go to Google Input Tools and download the way I showed you. You have to do the settings also, which I showed you. And this is true for all the operating system. Just you have to check for the language, and again you have to add the input method. So I hope this will benefit you. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.